Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Manichean Nomads series here on the Lord Master channel. And as you can see, in this ever-changing world of Crusader Kings 2, which is usually the case, as it's been, how long? 70 years. And a lot can change in 70 years. Whereas the steppes has been largely, at least in the eastern part of the steppe, is a bit messy. Whereas on the central side, it's a little more stable, at least on our part, despite the fact that there are clans that want more land. And of course, there might be, clan revolts in which I often put them down. Because this is just to increase my own clan's population. Mainly. As we do have the manpower reserve, to have what it takes. And I may be unmarried and have no children. But my nephew here, he is the real heir. And who's that woman that you married? Did I approve that? I mean, sometimes I just don't remember things because, to be honest with you people, it's been weeks since I've last recorded this episode because I have a tendency to record episodes weeks in advance. Because I was mainly focused on the other ongoing series, which you can check it out here on the Lord Master channel, the Crusader Kings 3 Pannonian Avar series, which will soon be the longest series since Bosnia. Because I've stated before in that series that I probably have less than 10 episodes left in me for the Pannonian Avars before I will finally put that series to bed and await for the next one, which will likely begin in June. Or possibly longer. Like you may never know, I could start a new series on the summer or just take a part of the summer off. But regardless, this Manichean series will continue regardless, as it will occur throughout the spring and and that sort of thing. Let me see. It's just I had to look something up real quick. Other than, of course. You can't check that, Lord Master. Anyways. Oh, and also I got a new mouse. So that way I could just scroll the mouse wheel with no problem instead of having that little struggle that I was having during the last couple of recordings on both series. But now we return to the swampy lands of Zarejuk, our capital. We have Combatan and a real heir, Timir the Wolf, because he is of wolf's blood. He is supposed to be the rightful heir. I already appointed you, Commander. You are the commander of one of the armies. So, we're on our way there, in which we plan on taking a part of Volga Bulgaria. That's something that we've been wanting for some time, because a lot more steppe territory, and also I will use that opportunity to create newer Manichean clans to strengthen this Khanate more. That is my plan, as there is a huge Volga Bulgarian revolt. While Bijama land, which is held by the Evepsians, they want a piece of land there, but Volga the monster will be handling things, and if they take it to them to the capital and all that, then that area will be safe. And Volga the monster is winning. So the priority is to send them there and return to position. And don't forget that I am the Light Keeper of the Army of Light, which I could do these many things, including request military support if you are at war with infidels. Looking at you down there, the last encounter that we had. As I still intend to head to Samarkand. That's one of the holy sites. Nishapur is another. Esfahan is another. Irahistan, that. And of course Baghdad, which the land around there, back in Ctesiphon, back in Parthian Empire days, this was where Prophet Mani was born. That's why I had taken interest about taking the Sogdia first, and then to Khorasan, then to Persia proper, and then into the lands of Mesopotamia, Iraq today, as it is called. So, Khorazm, Sogdia, Khorasan, Persia, and Iraq. Of course, one would think it's like, are you trying to reform the Persian Empire despite the fact that you are a Pecheneg and Manichean? I mean, you can't be dissociant despite the fact you're of the Mazdan faith. They don't do that. Well, of course. I mean, one would think the long-term goal for that whole series is to reclaim all those holy sites. But that's far in the long term. So Sogdia is the first priority. As much as I would like to subjugate these people. It's just some courtier by the name of Toto who's currently in prison. I was just thinking where. Hindus. They're still around. And yet the Safavids are allied with them? What kind of geopolitical nonsense is this? Now, subjugation, which requires 10,000 of the population. But the thing is, Khan Batan becomes King Vishtab's new liege. But the problem is, those people are Zoroastrians. So I'd rather... Alright, I think I see it, so... No, don't subjugate. What's the word you're looking for? In future, we should do the subordination of Khorasan. Which that requires 15,000 of that population. Invading requires 30,000. All of the following must be true. I mean, it would be nice to subjugate Sogdia, but that also could potentially be a more dangerous option. Because, you know, independence wars and all that. And of course, China wants to make Vistas of Sogdia a tributary state. Which could mean that, which could mean that they'll submit, but in turn that they will get the Chinese honor guard to help them out. Probably to reclaim Sogdia proper. As it's shown here. But their land is not going to be separated as it's now. It's a horseshoe-shaped country. With the exception of Fergana sticking out. I was about to say almost like a horseshoe-shaped country, kind of like Croatia today. But anyways. Your focus is on Volga Bulgaria. Sogdia will come later. In my meeting with the Archangels, I shared my fears and my hopes in terms of faith that it's clear that my words were taken with much sympathy. After this meeting, I feel at peace with myself and the world. I need to be at court. Here's the other baton. I've been given a holy blessing. Thank you very much, friend. Glad you see things my way. I would like to win the war. Follow the policy of integration still. What? My nephew murdered by him. Were they rivals at one point? And he is in my court. I ought to have that man arrested. Get him! Managed to avoid my guards and has fled to the court of Kagad Sandu. All the way to Avar country. Let him cower in fear. Guess it has to be this. Anyways, continue. What happened to you? Oh, I imprisoned you? See what I mean? I don't remember. Well, in that case, just put him under house arrest. I forgot what the crime was. Think. I know you like to think, but sometimes you must think. So don't worry about the man who's been in prison. We got them respecting us for the next 5 years, a lot. I can't put you on a council because of reasons. I don't want you to be my spy master because you are dim-witted and also you'd be a danger to me. What the hell's happened here? What the... Okay. They are the new separate... a new separate... There's words for it. Entity! And Volga Bulgaria has been shrunk. So these clans have become separated. But they're on their own. But we gotta get to position soon. Come on, move faster, boys. Land awaits. There's a war already. Tributary state against Bijamaland. Well, not anymore, you ain't. We're here for the subordination of Volga Bulgaria. And I do see a chieftain of Bulgar. We ain't scared. We could take you all on. Put me up in the front. You already respect the commander, Tamir. And also, don't embezzle me. You are the Yabgu. Your income is fine. And whatever loot you may find, especially that you are a member of the Eagle Warriors, as you are a sturdy man. Don't forget who your father was. Our father. And never forget. Okay? So obviously the first thing is to... oh no, there's clans beside that, so attack first. And then we'll have these lands for ourselves. Well, not for myself, but you know what I mean. What I'm trying to say is that all this open steppe land will create a new clan from there. I live my life as other men do, navigating rocks and obstacles, doing my best to achieve success in my endeavors. Still, everything we do takes place in the light of the prophet Zoroaster. Now we must take care lest the influence of Ahriman comes into our lives. I'll be a religious philosopher. I should ponder this more deeply. Again, I'm a man of the faith, and a good servant to the army of light. So that way we can fight against these evil people, the forces of darkness. We know who they are. Take everybody in prison, and now go across the Volga and into Kazan. Now keep in mind, that river flows through our territory. Save my prestige. Sure. I'd like to oversee the construction now. Get it done. Any of them against me? No. Not at all. The infidels never sleep in ours, shall we? Rouse your men's spirit and lead them to war for the glory of Zurvan. You got it. Your ambition's to win the war, and by the gods, you will win the war. Just a concubine. Gotcha. Now we need one more piece of territory, and then that'll be it for them. They're gonna get away from us. Well, do assault it because this has been besieged before. We've taken all the relevant objectives. Whoever is in front of us, we will be after them. Take everybody. The landscape surrounding Bulgar is a sight to behold. I wish I was not here for a battle once, Zolor. Maybe I will come out here with Sage. My bare hand suddenly kicked out of my hand, and a scruffy looking shoulder shouts, voice like a demon, "I'll get your hand!" I mean, I'm not the best fighter in the world. I mean, I've gotten fat recently. And this man's zealous just as I am. I don't think so. I'll duel him myself, because I am brave. I'm ready to die. The sun is beginning to set where I met with Kormisi. My masterful short sword ready. After he vigorously dodges one attack, my next one lands perfectly. The man attempts to cover his injured eye, but rarely I've seen so much blood. I walk away victorious. Not a scratch on me. I am pleased to see that you brought divine justice on the infidels. Undoubtedly, they will think twice before retaliating. You've earned a rest. move on. Head to there. Even though it's a separate entity, but they're involved in this too. You know, gotta defend your fellow Tengris out there. Still far away from here. Assaulted. And this is a tribal holding as well. Don't assault. Well, we have the objective, so as long as we hold everything, we should be good. Actually, assault that right now. Head to that. Now. No, no, no. Head this way. Don't let them group together. We didn't need to rely on other clans. Just ourselves, because we can. We can and we will. Just assault that area, then move up. That's the main army that we're going to face. And it'll get a lot easier for us. Oh. 73% war score. In one of the larger villages of Ural, a respected elder recently passed away. He was beloved for all his virtue and wisdom. Few had anything to say about him. His funeral attracted many who wished to pay their respects to him. Some even claim that his spirit will provide the land with many blessings before he passes into the afterlife. May his soul rest in peace. 10,000 population now, but we're going to get more land, but it's going to be far for the new Manichean clans upcoming. This campaign's been easy pickings. Swinging my sword through the steppe is a pleasure. My fellow soldiers are equally jovial, surrounded by the blood of our Bulgar enemies and the cries of battle. Look, enemy commander High Chief Potish is hiding. Someone suddenly shouts from a distance. The High Chief of Great Perm. Sympathy for Christians. And he's a popular man. I've been itched for a fight. I was chasing the High Chief to the steppe when Timir shoved me aside pocket. I'll take this one, my lord, expertly swinging his spear. He actually killed a man. His first kill. Nice. He did well in the duel. We're gonna get you. There is no man better, decreases the judge's opinion. Become more pious than my dearest scholars. Teach me to be a pious man, as I've already have been. 92% war score. Should be over soon. My lover, Usambike, has avoided me for some time now. On the rare occasions we meet, when we meet, turn from the nights of passion. I remembered the evenings of arguments and disagreement. It did not come as a shock when she told me she no longer loves me, but it hurts more than I thought it would. In the end, we parted as friends. Of course, my niece, who was from Chimera Conquer. Again, you are quite a charmer. That's, oh well. The landscape surrounding Ashley is sight to behold. I wish I was not here for battle. So we'll come out here with CK. So, now get dry! Oh, it's you again. You want round two? I was chasing him through the steppe and then Tamir again. He took this one elegantly, swinging his spear. That's twice, Tamir. From July 4th, and then next month, 1 month later, he killed another man. He's something. He's a renowned duelist now. He's got that battlefield experience, as he's become a distinguished commander. Again, he's not the man for hardship postings, but he's a pretty dour man, which, unfortunately, his lack of diplomacy is... I mean, he's a cruel, stubborn man, suitable to be a member of the Warrior Lodge, but I suggest that you try to be a little more Manichean-like. One more battle to go. A brave soul. Looking at my map, my eyes fixed on the province of Volga. It would be interesting to use my march skill and impress the people there. I'll travel with a single escort across the province, visiting the most important places and talking to the local leaders there. I will move the people by my courage and my availability. Yes, sounds like a plan. Pick your best bodyguard and go. 100% war score. It is done. One second. Fulfilled my ambition to win a war. It would be nice. But I don't know if I got long to live. But being a paragon of virtue sounds like a good idea. No, it doesn't, because you see, when you rank up, it'll cost you some karma. But I do take a theology focus. It's time for a new clan. Split it. Put it in Kazan. Well, let's open. Hey, what gives? Okay, what about Sua? Or maybe we should just do it their way and let them fight each other. It says, hey, I want more land, and they'll be like, hey, I want more land too. Honestly, that'd be too much of a problem. I mean, everybody wants more land. I understand. Everybody wants more land. My niece, who is grown strong and all that, sure. I mean, that'd be a good idea, in my personal opinion. It's almost like taking care of these damn children. Okay, let's look at this one more time. I'm gonna start giving all of you gifts. Persuasion is kinda needed. Because you earned it. For killing 2 commanders. I need a loyalist advisor. That's what I need. I mean, it's not going to change y'all's minds, but it's a start. I need at least 2 from you. Just need both of you to support me. We're not done with Volga Bulgaria yet. %50 of the population of max. Yeah, some of that population went away with all that reinforcement. And plus, inefficient land management. Tribal holdings. That's why. You know, it's one of them. But I'd love to hold more land for myself, but that adds more danger. Eek. The people eyed me with alarm and judged my lack of security and plain availability as a sign of carelessness. I failed to cause an impression in Volga. But, however, the people, my people, looked at me and all as I walked among them, speaking directly and frankly. With martial attitude, I was almost received as a god. Volga's local leaders have a new message to spread about me. Yes, yeah, that was strange. Slow down here. You yourself want to get married? To my other niece, who is rather malnourished. You yourself. Yes. I'll give in your wishes. The club forwardness, this arbitrary. Yep, you got it. Burn the apostate, because karma is needed these days. Yes, thank you. Oh God, what? Yeah, you'll get everything. All the nieces and whatnot. Family relations. My goodness. Later, the migrants approached me one day in order to offer his help by sharing some knowledge they have of our sages. They expected improvement in relations between our peoples and want nothing more from it. I find more advanced knowledge based on that also. Okay. Look up here. Now everybody's on my side. You will get these other 2 as you deserve it. Did I miss anything? No. You got it all. It'll reduce my maximum population, so that way I can expand a little more towards this way. Samara. Oh, you could declare 2 awards at the same time, so get the rest of Volga Bulgaria, then Samara. Yeah, we're basically cleaning up the mess here that Volga Bulgaria created. Come on. This is no time for drama. It's between me and someone else. Here's what we're gonna do. Start 2 subordination wars. And then we'll take care of the rest of Volga Bulgaria all at once. This is going to be a pretty quick campaign to get the rest of Samara and Volga Bulgaria. In fact, this is going to be very, very boasting of me. You start one more here, and then you start another over there. Thanks to you still owe me a favor. So we're just taking care of Samara first. That's what that's about. Yeah, bring your friends along, see what happens. Prestige is what we're lacking because you have spent quite a lot. But you'll get some more prestige through victories. Tend to forget that they're up there. But I occupy this land first. And we'll meet them out there and then take care of Basu. Which fortunately this is their only piece of territory they have. Come on. At least I'm not being overconfident at the moment. I'll take the rest. And this war's over for him. Your war is over. Now we're gonna go take care of them. And then after that, their capital is here. So fight this battle here to make our way up, take it to his house, and then we're good. His house. What the hell are you saying, Lord Master? Oh my goodness. I didn't realize his martial skill. I guess that's why they calls him the monster. And then the other one's the Terror of Volga. Intimidating people, these Bulgars. Let's fight side by side. Even though it's going to take you a long while to get there. I'm a renowned commander now. Put me back over there. Move up. We're on our way. We're about to meet them again. Khan Bulgars, or Bulga, how the hell you say his name. They may have the defense, but we have the army of light, the spirit of light with us. You don't scare me. %, war score. Didn't need to take the capital. Just simply take the objective and hold it. Will do. There. We won this one as well. Let's create another clan to control this bit. Put it in Samara. Pagoman. Again, more clans, the more it'll strengthen the Khanate as a whole. The more numerous they are, if they have the population to maintain such a manpower. Especially that all of us are Manicheans and we do not have the benefits like those Tengrists have with the max manpower sort of thing. God dang it, I hate it when I can't spell guaranteed. Again, I'm texting and playing at the same time, which I have that talent. Ah, here, no, I saw it. There we go. That's how you spell guaranteed. How much is it to start of 300? They're in prestige. I'd like to start a humiliation war, which that doesn't cost prestige, correct? That's a tribal holding, not nomadic. No, you have not defeated Volga Bulgaria. You have not faced war against them. But if you win, you get some prestige and steal some of their population. Not a lot, but we needed to get it up a bit. So change course. Gonna fight another short war. Hold it right there. Says we arrive on the next day. No, no, no. It's the 20th. You're looking at the other army. 18, 19, stop. So fight a humiliation war, get some prestige, and use that to declare war against them. Seems we've been very busy with that. For the prestige. I mean, we'll be getting 600, which means we can declare 2 more wars. This and this. These 2 I want. Maybe we should split the land evenly. This clan gets Bila, and Bulgar itself will be given to this other clan. I'm currently in search for the instructor to assist me in learning about knighthood and the matters of warfare. Could you spare some of your previous time to help a fellow member of the Army of Light? I would be grateful if you could help me become a better man to serve Zurvan. Oh, that's my nephew. You got it. You have very little personality, but can teach you about warfare and combat. Read a book first. Hang on. I forgot to unpause it. Anyways. Oh, you wanted to surrender already? Gain prestige, population. Yeah. We're scared of. That's all I want from you. This is your first challenge. You know, there's this saying that I got from my older brother. He says, like taking candy from a dumbass. Oh, I could do it. Just immerse himself in a group. Just wait for that prestige gain, and then go get them both. New school of thought. CK2 here. As we talk of all cultured men recently, it appears they found a philosophical school to rival the ancients. Their thoughts on art, literature, and the government of man are truly remarkable. This soul of main philosophy will go far. Truly a great day. We'll declare war on these 2 in a moment. Let's see. Well, let us pray. Just let the number of soldiers we fell. Train alone. After the Battle of Bulgar, it's been my duty to inform the families of fallen soldiers their fate. At night, I still see the hatred in the burning eyes of a teenage daughter. I know it's not my fault, but I destroyed their lives. I don't think it's a good idea to be cynical after what I've been through. I'll say enough of these feelings. By Zervan, I'll punch someone. Now I'm quite stressed. So, the last of the subordination of Volga Bulgaria. And then this one, also subordination war, but he'll be vassalized, but as a Tengrist, we'll kick him out if he ever does something wrong. So there goes all that prestige out of me. So take them out first. Suggest friendly competition. Lays reports to Sarijok tell increased tensions between the migrants and the dwellers of the province. May fund a policy of rapprochement between both groups or face a real possibility of degradation of the conditions in the province. I'll fund a policy of that. Excuse me. It's the lunch. It's my brother? No, don't do that. Also, don't kill Timir. I am lost in the maze of tunnels that never seem to end. No matter where I turn, left or right, I cannot find a way out. No matter where I go, there is no one here. I thought there might be monsters or bandits lurking about. But my only friends and enemies are the flickers of the occasional torch and the cold stone walls. Nothing exists but dark way passages. I wake up sweating with a feeling of unease. I dreamt of an endless dungeon. Yipe. Health reduction a bit more. I believe that our training sessions together are an end. You taught me well and I thank you for it, and I'm a changed man. Always glad to a fellow member of the Army of the Light. Don't worry about that. Territory may have fallen, but that war will be over soon from now. That's one. Man, we gotta start ransoming prisoners once all this is all over. And now they call me Slayer of the Bulgar. Because of what we've been doing around here. That's gonna be my legacy, Slayer of the Bulgar. If that is gonna be my legacy, then so be it. This piece of land will be yours. Well, we got this tribal here. And we're gonna conquer his land, but he'll be under my vassal, and then I'll figure out ways to get him out of there. But I'd rather fight his army first. And then once it's all set and done, then I will go seek some rest away from all this. Go on a well-deserved vacation. We got him! At the same time, riding through the steppe, I see a group of haphazard soldiers coming from my unit, weapons raised. When they're finished with us, all of my men are dead. I sink to my knees in the dirt, wondering why I'm still here. Look, the war is over, but now I've decided to go chase this man down for a duel. A masterful short sword felt like an extension of my arm, and around this the onlookers held their breath. I moved carefully in a whirlwind of blows when they were down. Once the duel was over, I mopped the sweat off my brow. I walk away victorious. Again, you can't just revoke the title. He ain't done nothing wrong. But there are ways. Yeah, we could try to fabricate treason. And it's not good to do frame character because I have the Roth trait and it ain't gonna do anyone any good. So just call this man a traitor and then we'll have him rid of. Now I can go seek some rest. Tamir will take over, as he's always been a commander. In fact, Tamir is now a legendary commander, already in his young age. He's been doing a heck of a job. Killed 2 commanders. Now he's one of the best. He's a veteran in that warrior lodge. It kind of makes me wonder. Not even my father was a legendary commander in his own right. Go chase down those raiders that's been causing problems with us. Perfect. Anybody else? Because we've basically defeated everybody. Now we can live in peace. While we just let our population grow. Please. They need to rest. Like, one would think that we should just turn our attention towards the eastern steppes, which is being more and more separated. In fact, the Manichean presence of the steppe is starting to lose it. While the Sogdians now pays tribute to China once again. And it appears that these Muslims from a separate entity are now advancing northwards. Which is bad news for the Sogdians. Despite the numerical superiority. But again, still would love to one day come down there And then through that, through Bakara. But, oh, that's invasion, dummy. But the subordinate, not only you need a prestige, but also you have the population, so you just need a prestige. And then you get to go down there. And then you'll be a step closer towards Samarkand. And then you'd have to take Bukhara, and then to there. Which is currently held by the Shadam against a numerically superior force. But it's not something you should worry about at the moment. But we have taken care of the north. Rest of that up there is just plains and forests, so there's no reason to advance up there because of population numbers. So let's just return to Zaricho. Tangrist uprising. Different colonies. These are all infantry. Bear that in mind. Tangrist uprising has risen in Bulgar, led by a militant shaman. If not swiftly crushed, this revolt could spread like wildfire. Cursed infidels. Now keep in mind, this is very Tangrist territory. Spreading Manichaeism there will take time. In fact, you ain't got better than anything to do? Well, for starters. We're outnumbered. But, oh. Oh my goodness, you still overcame the odds, Tarkan. We just took more losses than we really should. If I was around, this wouldn't be a problem. Not interested in Forge Bass' son. Tamir is the real heir, and he's gonna get it. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? No, you're not. You're seeing things. Oh, you're not going to be Paragon of Virtue anymore. Should start chasing them down. The honor is mine. I am light blessed, but remember, you cannot be the Grand Master. They're almost benefited from the vast network of contacts that Alazar, my Jewish Astabat, has fostered abroad. Somehow he always manages to keep up to date on new customs and the latest of diplomatic developments. Oh gosh, we're gonna take a river crossing again. But we have the numbers. My goodness, no wonder why he's doing very well against him. But we put pressure on him. Defeated once again. That'll teach you. And it's going to take quite a bit of time to get that manpower to full recovery. As well as population growth for other things in general. Now it's time to start ransoming a lot of prisoners, giving us a huge amount of money. After all that conquesting. There you go. Keep it up. Raging fat pig. Huh. That's what he calls me. What's that, Dax? And all these signs up there, no longer steppe. Now we just got this one unruly man to deal with. Unless... get that man out of there. Why didn't you think of that? A nomad agitation would be removed, which explains why that revolt risk. And rebels funded. Stability must be addressed. You know what? Head up there. Get back up there. In case something goes wrong. And also I will donate some money to the Army of Light. My lord, this is extremely generous donation, will not be forgotten. You have my friendship, as well as that of the Manichean Church. Rest assured that you will be rewarded in the afterlife, if not on earth. Yours in faith, Grand Master Javid. Oh, I may be fat, but also a bit wrathful, but I'll have that dealt with sometime. Just gotta get rid of my stress first. Now we gotta get rid of that Tengris tribe. Yeah. Do it. And you did it. Why didn't you think of that? Now the other. Bulgar is yours. Now you got a slightly stronger clan. In addition with them. In fact, since you gave them all of this, now this is a clan to watch out for. So everything is solved. But what about the tribal down there? What's his deal? Wrong government type. Holding diplomacy. That's manageable. My rest and retreat did wonders to my mind, and now I feel relaxed and at peace with the world and with myself. Time to return my duties. Would be nice if I was a paragon. Don't like to die alone without a friend. Man's still in prime of his life. He is a veteran, but not yet the hero. And now duelist, aspiring duelist. Cavalry leader, that man's got a lot of potential. But again, he's a storm of nature and born by grace, despite the fact that he's a brilliant warrior. Well, you gotta do something with that amount of money. Yeah, get the wagon train up. Let's see. Ah. I could pillage that holding right now. Gain some population. Sorry about this. I just didn't want it. Oh, let me get back to theology. I could reclaim that other nomadic county if I want to. Well, at least I'm allowed to have more land for myself as I have been. My goodness, the Grand Master wants to learn something from me? Well, but we'll do that in the next episode. I actually want to cut this short, because simply this episode is just basically about, you know, conquering this part of Volga Bulgaria in the areas of Samara and Volga Bulgaria proper. We do not intend to go further up like they have been. Not yet, at least. I mean, look, land is full of forests. Why would I want to live there? That isn't good for the population as a whole. In fact, they're on the decline. Whereas, for us, we're just moving on up. Now, all we need now, if we want to go further this way, we just need the prestige. You do have the population. Or even possibly through there for starters. Without having to vassalize them, and then... I mean, it is steppe, so we'll definitely kick them out. So I'm sure in the next episode, especially when Timir the Wolf becomes the next Khan, he will look eastwards, conquer the steppe, and then they will finally go down to the Sogdian lands. As well as the lands of the Khwarezmian. All that requires is a little patience and a lot of expansion. So now it's starting to look like the Pecheneg is the most dominant steppe power in the world. As I said, it's starting to look like it. Even though we could go further down this way just to strengthen more, but I'm more interested on eastward expansion through there. Little to no interest on expanding westward through there. Because the problem is that land is full of tribes. In Lavedia sounds like a nice place to conquer because it's all steppe. Lots of open ground. Or alternatively, go down there in Khazarian lands. But again, it's just there's a lot of Manicheans out there. There's a lot of Tigris out there that are soon to be converted to Manichaeism. And even when we go this way, it'll be the same thing. Why is that land Slavic pagan? Or the previous owners Slavic? All because of one. And after some time conquering, and now Zoroastrians rule over the Slavic minority down there. Of course, we say Slavic by faith, not by culture. But anyways, so the next episode, as manpower recovers, continue to make our fortunes. And of course, since I see spring upcoming, could celebrate Nowruz, and then the Bema feast next year. And knowing that I have limited time on Earth, I figured we'll soon hold a war game. So there's a lot of more activities to do as we pass the time to have a population increase, as well as prestige to gain by doing those events, and all that and more. So hope to see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.